Beginnings. Exciting beginnings, joyful beginnings. But what about those that are not? I know what it feels like to begin a new chapter in your life and it doesn't look like everyone else's. I know what it feels like to be filled with hope in the beginning, only to be crushed by fear and anxious thoughts about so much uncertainty. I know what it feels like to be at the start of something completely broken.
Hey guys, welcome to the new year on this channel. This is really what I want to talk to you guys about. I want to talk to you guys about beginnings that may not look like everybody else's beginnings, where it's just so happy and exciting. I want to talk to those of you who are starting out, whether it's this new year, a new chapter in your life, or you're just in a new season, or you're just that type of person who beginnings just give you a lot of anxiety. To those of you who are just finding yourself in a different place. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Jackie G. Basically, my story is in the beginning of my journey of becoming a mom, which, mind you, it took like 5 years. 5 years just to become a mom because it was that rough. Did the whole IVF process, then I had a miscarriage, and finally I had my baby girl who, when she was born, the doctor said that she was not gonna make it. I fought for her life for 8 months straight, and now we're here. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. It wasn't a happy beginning. Something that was supposed to be exciting and happy and joyful and full of hope for the future, right? Hope for my family. It wasn't. It was just complete unexpected mess. This first week of the new year, we had to take my daughter to the hospital. Why? Because she was sick. She was sick and we thought it was COVID. Thank God, again, because it was not COVID. It's just a cold and we're managing. But this week has been rough. It was rough, to say the least. My husband and I, we have gotten a really good handle on how to do things and how to care for her. But it's been a long road. It's been a long road. And even though we have a good handle, it's still exhausting, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm physically exhausted. I am mentally, I would like to say I'm okay. I know I could be better, but I'm okay, and I'm okay with that, if that makes sense. And that's my first point that I want to make. The biggest challenge I think that we have is conformity, right? That we feel like we have to conform to a certain standard, that if we're not meeting that standard, then that's when the shaming starts. And I want to tell you guys that just because you're beginning of your new chapter in life, of whatever you're facing. Yes, mama, I hear you. Give yourself permission to let go of all of that you think that you have to meet, a certain standard, a certain way that things are supposed to look. Give yourself permission to let that go and just allow yourself to be okay with where you are. You might be grieving the loss of a loved one right now. You might be facing a life or death situation. Whatever the case may be, with your thoughts and your feelings, whatever you are feeling, allow yourself to be okay with that. And you might say, well, Jack, how am I gonna be okay with feeling depressed or grieving a loss of a loved one? Like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about not putting on more than what you're going through, right? That because you are facing this challenge, don't put on more self-negative talk on top of that, right? Because that's what we tend to do. I know this because I've been through this. I spent holidays in the NICU with Ale, and the New Year's did not look like everybody else's. It was hard to look on social media and everybody going about their lives, and I was sitting in a hospital room with my daughter, and it felt so lonely. It felt so lonely. But I want to tell you right now that you are not alone. You are not alone. It may seem that way, but you are not alone, because God is near the brokenhearted, okay? God is near the brokenhearted. Allowing yourself to be okay with where you are at and not shaming yourself for this will be the start of you accepting what's actually happening. And acceptance is so powerful. Why? Because that's where you can have a different perspective on what you're actually going through. When you're not shaming yourself, when you're not adding more onto what you're going through, allow yourself to not conform to society's standards, to what you think in your head life is supposed to look like, or this chapter of your life is supposed to look like. Yeah, it would be awesome if you weren't going through this, but the fact is you are. And how do you push forward with this? With what you have right now? Number one is accepting. And number two is pushing forward, but not with excitement, because I'm not saying pushing forward has to be with excitement that all of a sudden your problems are going to go away and it'll just be like night and day. No, it's not going to be like that. I'm not telling you to choose excitement. If you want to do that, then fine, that's what you want to do. But I'm telling you, how about choosing peace? How about choosing courage? Showing up in courage to be with your child who is in the hospital bed, to be with your loved ones who are also mourning, to take courage. Why? Because again, God is with you. God will never leave you nor forsake you. So pushing forward doesn't necessarily mean that you have to change your attitude from night and day, that you have to all of a sudden go from your depression to excitement or happiness. No, it means that you can choose to push forward with something that is more encouraging, with love, rather than in fear. Love for yourself, love for where you are right now, meaning having compassion for yourself for what you are going through right now, instead of shaming yourself for where you're not right now, where you wish you were but you're not, what you wish you had but you didn't get. Some of us made goals and we didn't meet those goals. That doesn't mean we get to shame ourselves. No, some of us just had a really hard year last year. That doesn't mean to just give up right here. You can choose something different to be the person that you were called to be, so that you can be encouraged, so that you can take on what didn't work out last year. Maybe try again. Don't give up. Again, it doesn't have to look like everyone else. It needs to work for you. How can you actually achieve this type of peace, this type of courage, this type of love, right? That is unconditional, that no matter what you're going through, no matter what you failed in, no matter what mistakes you've made, that He is still there. That He is still there waiting for you to choose Him, to choose to be at His mercy. Why? So that you can face these challenges not by yourself, but with Him, with His grace, with His strength, with His peace, with His love for you. If you hear that noise, it's Ale. She's just like, in YouTube, I see a lot of videos right now of reset, reset, reset. Everybody's cleaning, getting things organized. There's so many videos, and maybe there are videos that are out there that are helping you reset your mindset, right? But I didn't see too much of that. And what I would like to encourage, and I feel like there should be more of that, instead of just organizing all of the physical stuff, right? And mind you, that's not bad. If you're there, awesome for you, but that's not where I'm at. My life is a little bit more complicated with a special needs child. Yeah, December was hard. Holidays are usually hard with Ale. Sensory issues and just caring for her and having virtual school because of COVID and everything, and just mommies in general. It's hard, guys. It's hard to keep up with society if you're not there. I feel like God was trying to show me something here, that it's more about my mindset, and it always is about my mindset, my soul, my spirit, all of that, right? That if I have Him in those hard places, in this hard week of her being sick, that I could feel that peace, right? That I can reset my focus to what actually matters. I think once you get that right, you can accomplish everything else afterwards, and even better, because you're in a better state of mind, you're in a better state of attitude, emotion. And if you're in a place of grief, it's okay. It's okay if you're not doing anything. Stay right there. Stay right there. Take your time. Nobody says that you have to rush to get better, to rush to brush things under the rug so that you can be better. No, you gotta be where you're at. Again, the first step is to accept where you're at. Last thing that I wanted to leave you with is that you are exactly where you need to be to change your life, to have transformation, true transformation in your life. Even if you have the littlest faith or nothing at all, like it's non-existent, you can still choose to want a life with Jesus. You can still choose to renew your mind. Where you are right now is exactly where you need to be, even if you don't have faith, guys. Even if your faith is as little as a mustard seed, even if it's not even existent, guys. He can work in the impossible. He can make that mustard seed move those mountains in your life. right? That if you're facing a mountain in your life right now, he can move that mountain in your life. All you have to do is choose him, because he gives us free will. Either we choose to do life with him or not, right? Either we choose to start with him this morning, this new chapter, this right here, right now moment. This could be the beginning of your new relationship with God, or just a renewing of your faith every single day. I choose to renew my faith with him by putting myself at his feet, at his mercy, telling him everything that I am going through, and allowing him to give me that peace that I so need. Allowing him to meet me right there in that hard place of not having energy, of watching my daughter cough so much that she turns red, that she turns purple. Yes, like, I wish she didn't have to go through that. I mean, I wish that no kids would ever suffer. You can choose him to be your healer, as I have chosen him to be our healer. Remember this, every day, every single moment can be a moment where you get to reset your focus to what is right, to what is peace, to what is love, choosing rest. Some of us just need to rest in him. The fruit of that righteousness will be peace. Its effects will be quietness and confidence forever. Isaiah 32:17. That's one thing that I know I have heard loud and clear from God, is to just be in love, to show up for my daughter, and to show up for you guys. No matter the mess, right? No matter the mess. That's what I want to leave you guys with. What are you picking to show up in? I pray that this video blesses you, whoever you are, and it gives you encouragement, and it gives you peace. Really, it gives you peace. Thank you guys for watching. Give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.